Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. This is just a quick oracle energy check-in for you. I'm going to pull some oracle cards just in celebration of the fact we were at the equinox yesterday. The equinox meaning equal night, equal day. So where I am, it was the autumn equinox. So this is just a quick general energy check-in, finance, love, career. You know, it doesn't have one particular focus, it's just whatever the cards come out and tell me, okay? Okay, instantly I'm picking up some energy in relation to your work situation. You know, I do believe, we've got the Eagle card here, I do believe that you've had to expand your reach within your work sector. What do I mean by that? I mean, basically, you've had to pick up some additional duties, is what I feel is in the energy. The fact that you have had to not only do your own job, but possibly help out with someone else's tasks also. Or maybe someone's been off sick, or maybe someone has not been able to work in the way that they usually work because of some of the restrictions that we're in. And so you've been left holding the baby and the bathwater in the fact that you've just had to pick up the slack or it just doesn't get done. Now, I don't believe at this particular time you've had any credit for it. You know, I believe that you, I see as being representative here. I see you sort of carrying the extra burden here. But no one's sort of like congratulating you. In fact, they're not even looking at what it is that you've been doing. You know, you've just come in and done it. You haven't actually announced to anyone that you've picked up these additional duties. I mean, I'm applying this to a work situation, but maybe you can even apply it to your home life. You know, maybe there's been more sort of like work to do with the kids, the house, you know, with your partner. You've just come in and taken on the responsibility, but they've not actually noticed that you've come in and done this. They've not actually acknowledged that this is happening, you know. You've just come in and done it. Whatever is needed to be done, you've come along and done it. I mean, that's great, you know, that you've done that, but I mean, how long can you continue to pick up someone else's slack? Especially if you're not going to A, receive the salary for it in your job, B, receive the recognition for it, so that even if it's not possible at this moment to get an extra bonus or possibly a career opportunity later on when things have settled down, if no one knows that you've actually done it, perhaps you need to play your own violin here. Perhaps you sort of need to sort of communicate and actually expand yourself into the attention of the people that are just taking you and your energy and your persistent giving for granted at this particular point in time. The reason I'm saying this is that we've drawn the fairy card for you. You can see in this particular card how the fairy's got this light illuminating her, you know. And the energy, I say her, but the energy is non-gender specific, you know, so please don't take this that I'm only speaking to females, because this card also applies to you if you're masculine. But you can see here that the light is finally shining on her to illuminate all the good aspects, you know. Isn't it about time that you assisted someone in actually turning the light on? You can see that there's sort of a dawn before the dusk here, you know, this full moon energy with, you know, that's the only thing that's illuminating it, just one aspect of this particular picture in the darkness. You know, if you turn around and look in the opposite direction, then it's completely dark. So although someone may be seeing one aspect of what you're doing, which is probably your regular routine and your regular job, there's a lot behind the scenes that are going on at this particular moment Sagittarius, that are just hidden from other people's view. While they're hidden from other people's view, you cannot get recognition, and I believe it's a recognition that you truly deserve. As I say, apply this to your own personal situation. You know, it could be the fact that you have a husband or a wife and you're constantly picking up not only your own, what you determine to be your own responsibilities, but you're picking up your partner's responsibilities also, things that they've done customarily and you know, and things have worked fine with the division of the responsibilities and the division of the labour that you have. Well, all of a sudden something's happened and you've had to come in and not only do your own side of the bargain, but you've had to do someone else's. Or possibly you're in a caring situation at this moment where you're caring for someone and perhaps they're a little bit unappreciative of your efforts. You know, it's just taken for granted that you're going to go out and do the shopping or run about and drive them from point A to point B. You know, apply this as it resonates. But the message that's coming from this for you today with the equinox energy is that sometimes if someone else is not going to play the violin for you, is that you need to play your own violin, or you're left in the dark here carrying all the burden. Don't suffer in silence. You know, it's fine for us to take on additional responsibilities and things in an interim, but can you really continue to do this without an additional salary, without someone saying thank you to you, without some recognition? You know, apply this to your own personal situation. There has to come a point in time where you have to say enough is enough. Enough is enough. You know, I cannot continue to do this forever and a day. I mean, we always like to think that we can give a helping hand up to someone, but not a continuous hand out. You know, and apply that as it resonates. It doesn't necessarily mean a financial aspect, although it can be. You know, maybe you're paying for more of the expenditure around the place, you know. Maybe you've picked up the expenses for some very high ticket items for the home, you know, recently, and you don't feel that your partner or your flatmate or whoever it is that you're involved with is actually meeting their responsibilities. This particular equinox energy in particular is telling you that you have to draw the line somewhere. You know, that you cannot continue to just shoulder all of the responsibilities. You know? What are you going to do? Put a plan in action, Sagittarius. What you do in the next couple of weeks, you know, because we've got coming into October, as we end September, coming into October, we've got 2 full moons, which means it's a blue moon, but we've also got a new moon with some significance also for you. So I do feel that the month of October is the time to sort of make these transitions that are needed, you know, it's or regressions even back into what was a comfortable way of doing something before. Okay, Sagittarius, thank you very much for checking in with me today. There will be general love readings coming to the channel. Let me see what day yours are. I think you are Thursdays. Let me just check. Yeah, so every Thursday there will be a tarot, free tarot reading. We'll focus on love, and it will be the energy between you and your person. You know, if you've got a special person or a significant other in your life, check back in on Thursday next week for your energy and for your reading. In the meantime, thumbs up, drop me a comment, tell me what's going on with you. You know, what burdens have you been shouldering that you feel have been very heavy recently? I'd love to know. Hit the subscribe button also so that you don't miss out on any of the content. and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.